Well, welcome back to Great Day, Washington. When it comes to recovering from a traumatic injury, one of the best places in the region to rehab is Reston Hospital Center, and here's why. The Inpatient Rehabilitation Center at Reston Hospital is a beautifully renovated 18-bed facility where patients in our area receive top-level care. And that's where we met 70-year-old Amin Hassam, who has spent the last 7 weeks here after a traumatic car accident left him in a coma.
I was commuting home after a workout. It was 6:30 in the evening. I was on a back road, and the car suddenly skidded. It veered off the road and hit head-on a tree. And after that, I passed out.
He woke up 2 weeks later in the critical care unit here at Reston.
And I consider myself lucky in many ways, and there have been many miracles, and two of them, of course, one I survived. The second one is most of my injuries from the shoulder line down.
When Hassam woke up from the coma, the transition from trauma, critical care, and then inpatient rehabilitation was smooth because at Reston Hospital Center, all three are located under one roof.
And within rehab, there are three components: physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy.
That full range of care means positive outcomes for someone who has spent nearly 2 months of their golden years getting back on their feet.
Very positive.
Hassam says one staff member in particular went above and beyond.
Andre happened to walk by. I said, "Andre, would you mind helping me?" And he said, "Sure." He's dressed in a tie. He comes in here, literally gets down on his hands and knees to clean up the spill that I'd done accidentally here.
He's referring to Andre Bathalon, Reston Hospital Center's Director of Rehabilitation.
We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech-language pathology.
What sets Reston Hospital Center apart from other centers in our area when it comes to rehabilitation services?
First, we have a medical director who is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That medical director has a fellowship in brain injury, which is an extra level of certification that is not very common. So we have the ability to have a patient going from the hospital side or the acute care side and coming into rehab. We also have an outpatient facility, so thus closing the entire continuum of care.
And that continuum of care gave Hassam the advantage he needed in his recovery.
For instance, physical therapy, going up a 5-step staircase that's in the gym, where in the first time I could barely do the step 1. Okay, but then on the second day, step 2, 3, that showed me all the tricks.
Tricks like this touchscreen therapy tool that uses a video game interface to guide patients towards sharpening their cognitive reflexes.
So that pop sound tells you that that was what you were supposed to hit. So
And
now
then
you
it
can keep
disappears.
going to K.
This is great, smart technology. What is the best place about being a speech therapist here?
Oh, wow. My favorite thing about working here at Reston Inpatient Rehab is our therapy team. We have a really great interdisciplinary team. I get to work with the physical and occupational therapists all the time. I like that none of the therapists are islands. Like, we all work together instead of in our own separate discipline.
And the patients they feel it, so it makes all the difference.
Annabelle Marrera is the on-site nurse manager.
So the goal of rehabilitation is to get the patient back to where they were. So whether that be at home taking care of their grandchildren or
back to working out in the gym 3 times a week, which is what Hassam was used to doing before his accident.
Good. Raise the arms while kicking and bring them back down.
And with several hours of intense therapy each day, including unique sessions like this dance class, Hassam and all patients who enter Reston's rehab program are well on their way to getting back on their feet.
They're highly coordinated. So I'm now able to walk with a cane, which I could not do when I came here. So gradually they've been taking me up the staircases, and I'm ready to go home next Monday.
And going home with a smile on his face.
So this morning was the first time I was able to stand up non-stop and shave. for you.
You look great. And Mr. Hassam says he's now feeling great. He's home with his family after a very positive experience in rehab at Reston Hospital Center. For more information about trauma and rehab care, visit restonhospital.com. This segment is sponsored by Reston Hospital Center.